Hello, I'm Brad Edwards, and welcome back to the stream. It is that time. It's Monday. Probably didn't need a reminder because you can feel it, but the best way to cure a case of the Mondays is to think about your getaway to help us daydream and come back to reality a bit all at the same time as our friend of the stream and CBS travel editor, Peter Greenberg. Mr. Greenberg, thank you for your time.
You got it.
So let's start. It's our own... in our own backyard. J.D. Power released their North American Airport Satisfaction Study, and our airports, O'Hare and Midway, are ranking below average. I hear you may have had a recent crinkle at O'Hare too. So you know, no airport is a day spa. But is there anything particular about Chicago airports that need improvement comparatively?
Well, it gets down to scheduling. The satisfaction survey really talks about how you get from point A to point B within the airport, how fast the planes are actually pushing back from the gate as it pertains to their schedule, and of course delays and cancellations over and above that. So Chicago, O'Hare, and Midway join airports like Newark, JFK, LaGuardia in the below average category. Okay,
so we are slowly inching towards government shutdown. Let's talk about that. If I'm traveling the next couple of months or planning to, what should I know? What will this mean? I mean, a shutdown means TS workers won't get paid, air traffic controllers won't get paid, but they still have to show up to work per se, don't they?
They do. So the essential government services in terms of security and safety, FAA controllers, TSA agents, they'll be on the job. What will get shut down are things like U.S. passport agencies in terms of being able to process new or renewal applications and many other government services. So that's going to be the problem. The short-term problem is not going to be as big a problem as you think. If this extends more than 2 weeks, get ready for real problems because they'll have staffing issues, and therefore you're going to have scheduling issues. And of course, when that happens, you're going to have safety issues. But for 2 weeks, assuming the shutdown happens, those essential services will continue.
Okay, interesting. And you brought up passport. So I need you to explain this a little bit to me while we go through it. So as we're on the passport tip, so the airport in Singapore, which I hear is one of the most beautiful in the world, if I'm correct, is planning to offer passport-free travel to departing passengers. Singapore says this is their way to handle the crowds of the future. Could this be an answer here in the U.S. or elsewhere, or are there just too many concerns with it?
Well, we've already gone way ahead in terms of biometrics. We're seeing that at many U.S. airports, including O'Hare, in terms of Clear and TSA. You're also seeing situations overseas where in Finland, the whole airport's going to go passport-free. They're going to go to total biometrics. The real problem with this is for sentimentalists like me who love having passport stamps in their passports as evidence that we really even have a travel history. Within the next 2 or 3 years, we can probably kiss those goodbye. But the new advances in biometrics and in e-gates at airports, like at Heathrow, by the way, means hopefully, at least in theory, shorter processing times, both getting in the country and leaving the country.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take speed over those dang stamps anytime, but I mean, a guy like you have probably got reams and reams of them. I can't even imagine. I'd like to see your, you probably got a back tattoo of your, I don't know, where do you even put the stamps anymore? You carry around
It's artwork.
Do you carry around a binder? All right, or do they just say it's Greenberg, let them in? So last week when we checked in with you, you were in Prague, Czech Republic. Today, where are you? What are you doing? What do you do there if you're going there?
In Gulfport, Mississippi, at the Institute for Marine Mammal Research here. They do great work in dealing with a lot of orphan dolphins and other sea life, including the turtles. People forget that the coastal areas of Mississippi are the home for the dolphins and for so many turtles. So I'm here today watching the rehabilitation work going on as part of a longer piece that I'm doing for my PBS series.
Fascinating. Is that touristy at all, or is
It is. If you can understand the process, that's when you evaluate and value the experience. And anybody who gets a chance to come up close and personal with the research work they're doing, that's a greater travel experience than going to any theme park.
Yeah, and we talked about that last week, kind of that almost altruistic travel. ethical travel when we were talking about, going to Hawaii. If you really want to help out, go to Hawaii now versus another time. So fascinating. Where is that again? I didn't catch the name off the top.
Sure, it's the Institute for Marine Mammal Research right here in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay, and you get there by flying into and I'm sure you helicoptered.
Oh, you go to Gulfport. We're only an hour away from New Orleans, so either the New Orleans airport or the Gulfport International Airport.
Yeah. They probably have one flight to Guam or somewhere, right? Peter Greenberg, friend of the stream, CBS travel editor. Thank you for your time this week. We always look forward to spending time with you and what you have to say and what it means for us who are traveling or even not traveling. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
2 years.